Tuesday was our students' last day of school, and today was our last time as a staff together in the room.
My camcorder is busted, so I'm making it on my photo booth, whatever. But anyways, so what was I talking about? Hey guys, it's Elliot. It's been like 3 months, 2 weeks, 1 day. That's how long I've been on T. Biggest changes so far have really just been voice and hair. I know it's annoying to hear these videos constantly say like, oh, just more of the same, but it really is just happening so slowly that it really just is constantly more of the same thing, a little bit more, like every few weeks or so. It's interesting because I feel like I'm constantly wondering if the changes are real or if I'm imagining them or if it's just something that's been a part of my body the whole time and I just never noticed it. I have no idea. And then after a while when it like becomes undeniably noticeable, then I'm like, oh, I guess it has changed. Or if I just like compare my voice or my leg hair, stuff like that, to pictures in the past. Not that I ever grew out my leg hair in the past, so I don't know, I was talking out of my ass then, but I don't know, just like, I never know, like, did I have a patch of hair there before and I just didn't notice it, or is that new? Or like, why is this hair so fine? Was it this fine always, or was it not there? Or like, I have like 2 little strands of hair growing here, and I'm like, was that always there, or are those sideburns? Today I was driving home from work, and I had my mouth shut, and I just like touched like this part of like my jaw, and I noticed that it felt really bony, and so now I have no idea if my jaw has always been that bony or if it's my face shape changing. My pants aren't fitting as much anymore though, so I think I'm losing my hips. That's like an actual fact that I can feel. And I'm definitely gaining muscle mass. I went from being able to run barely a mile to running 4 miles, and I haven't been running that much, so it's definitely because I'm doping. Outside of that, mental changes, I don't really think there's been much in like how I perceive things, but I think I'm definitely more assertive, and it's interesting because like I have no idea what is me being confident and what is based in the hormones. So I mean, I'm sure it's a mix of both, but I'm definitely more assertive. I'm also much more comfortable with making myself a priority. Alright, it's much later now, and I have clearly changed clothes, but I'm going to keep making this video. But anyways, so what was I talking about? Mental changes. I think I'm really aware right now of like all the ways that I don't fit in society. Being a teacher, like I get misgendered a lot by my students, and just like bathroom stuff, like all the like little tiny microaggressions, I guess was what they call them. Just make it really apparent to me how much I stick out, and it's exhausting. Like at the end of the week, after 5 days of teenagers giggling because their classmate called me Miss instead of Mister, I just like I recognize that I really need to take care of myself a lot more. So I've just been pretty conscientious about like eating better. I'm trying to exercise more. It's hard to get into a routine. You know, just like doing things that make me unwind, like playing piano, stuff like that. I'm tripping. So that's been good. Feeling like I stick out hasn't been so fun. It's okay. I mean, I think it'll pass, but it is just kind of shitty to live in a world that you know isn't built for you, isn't built for how you identify in this really basic way that vast majority of people don't even have to think about, and yet for me it is something that I'm constantly reminded about all the time, and I don't necessarily want to be, you know, like there's no reason for it. I'm a person, you're a person, just treat me like a person. It's fine. It doesn't matter if you don't know what gender I am. It doesn't matter how I identify. because you should just treat me the same regardless, right? But that's not the case. And also just like feeling like the needy friend, I guess. Like there's some things that I kind of want to talk about with some people, like complaining about bathroom stuff, or like being misgendered and how exhausting it is. And there's other times that I don't want to talk about stuff. Sometimes I don't want to give the full update on everything that's changing in my life, and I just want to fit in with everybody else, and I don't want extra attention drawn to me. And asking for both when they seem like opposites, you know, like I need you to listen, I don't want you to ask, is like it's not too much to ask, but it seems like it sometimes. Or wishing that like I didn't have to be the one to teach everybody everything. And I don't mind doing it. It's just like recognizing that other people just get to be a boy or just get to be a girl, and they don't have to explain everything. It just sometimes doesn't seem fair, that's all. But it's okay. I mean, like, I'm happy that I am me and that I'm going through these changes, and it's really exciting. And that's another weird thing, is to like have this increase in confidence in myself and look in the mirror and start to get excited because I'm starting to look like how I want to look, and like I'm starting to wear these clothes and they're starting to fit the way that I want them to fit, and it's really exciting for me. And then you step out into this world that's constantly telling you that you don't fit in. And so it's weird to like have my internal like self-esteem go up while society it kind of seems like it's trying to bring me down a lot. And like, I don't know, I just never pegged myself to be that person that's gonna like say society's bringing me down a lot. Like my personality is naturally just like, goodbye, don't be a nuisance. And yet here I am. My gender is radical according to a lot of people, and I'm not a radical person, and so it seems like a conflict of interest in a way. But I'm really happy that I'm transitioning, and I'm really happy to see the changes. So I'm a teacher, and I teach 11th grade, and I had a really cool opportunity to help co-lead our school's GSA, except we don't call it GSA, we call it Campus Pride, because Gay Straight Alliance isn't as inclusive to everyone as one might like. And there's a couple trans guys in the group who are like 14, and there's actually like only 4 kids, and they're all coupled up with each other. And it's so high school, and it's fun. I really like it. It is the highlight of my week, and I think it is not only a safe space for them, but like a really safe space for me. And it's a place where I get to be a mentor and sort of offhandedly talk about things that I've been thinking about, and kind of get them to talk about it too. So like this week we talked about feminism and like the stigma that's surrounding feminism, and what it means to be like that notion of like feminism being man-hating. And we watched the Emma Watson video, which is I have mixed feelings about, and just other things about how there's still such inequalities that exist. And then we're gonna start like a campaign around school. We're gonna try to do one of those like I need feminism because things. And this weekend we're going to a summit, a GSA summit, and I'm actually like pretty stoked. And the kids actually asked if we could start meeting more than once a week, and like I probably don't have time, but like I'll make time, because it's honestly it's really good for me too. So that's been cool. I've really liked that. And other than that, I mean, things are just going on. They're just happening. I'm really bad at giving myself tee shots, which kind of sucks. I like have been trying to listen to music to pump me up. My roommate's been really good about playing like the Final Countdown, the Be a Man song from Mulan, which is fitting on many levels. Just like all sorts of songs to just like get me hyped up and just stab myself. But I always psych myself out way more than I need to because it never actually hurts. It's fine, but it's the motion of just like shooting myself with this, and I don't know like what speed to move my hand at, and I like don't like the idea of stabbing myself, so I always like want to go really slow, but then that hurts more. It's really ridiculous. But anyways, I think I'm rambling at this point. I don't know that there's actually too much else I want to say, but I'm sorry I haven't updated in a while. I will try to be more consistent with this. I forget that this is sort of therapeutic for me also, so I'll catch you guys later. If you have questions, comments, whatever, please, I like reading them. I want to start reaching out and like forming a bigger community, so please message, please communicate. I would love to get to know some people. Great. Alright. Have a good night, guys.